Alright, David Harry here, and this video is going to be a question, and here's the question. Should you jump in feet first and go and buy one of these new Insta360 One R camera systems, or should you wait for a while, let the dust settle and see what the fuss is all about before you go ahead and buy one? Now there's another reason for this question, and it's because it had come up during a conversation I was having with another YouTuber in the comments section of one of my videos. So this other YouTuber, Christoph, and Christoph, I am not going to try and pronounce your surname because I will just slaughter it and get it wrong. But anyway, in fact, actually, there'll be a link here and one in the descriptions below where you can go to Christoph's channel and check out some of his camera stuff and whatnot. But anyway, so Christoph had asked the question, am I going to get one? Now, I'd not answered that question directly in this conversation, me and Christoph had been at him, so I thought, do you know what? I'll put it out there. So I know Christoph's been thinking about it, so have I. So it'd be very interesting just to hear what other people's opinions are on this in the comments section. Because the problem for me, right, is that I want a small camera for doing like high quality audio stuff. Now, whether you call that vlogging or interviewing or documentary pieces or ENG, it doesn't matter. A small camera which is capable of doing a really good picture and really good audio. That's basically what I've been looking for one of these for years and years, and it still hasn't happened. So basically, that's my interest in all this. So do people think that this system could be that? Now what it is, this Insta360 One R system, which I'll just call the Insta or something from here on in, what it is, it's a modular camera system. So you have what looks like a base plate, which is a battery system, and that is also kind of the host to the two other modules that you plug in to build up the system. Now, the first and probably the main module beyond that point is the brains of the camera. So it's the CPU, processor, all that stuff, and where you put your card and all the interfacings in there. And then the third module there as well comes in 3 different flavors as well, because that particular module is the lens and the sensor. Now, initially, you know, you're thinking Insta360, 360 shooting and stuff like that. And yes, that is probably what their main module is for that. And that's probably the one that's going to sell the most. And that is the one with the 2 lenses on with the 2 sensors and what have you. Now, the thing with that, I have no doubt that that is going to be great. And not because I use this stuff, because I personally don't have an interest in 360 filming, but you know, having a look around, Insta360 definitely know what they're doing with regard to this stuff. So I have no doubt in my mind that that's going to be great right from the word go, because they've got a lot of experience in that. But what it is, they have got 2 other modules with this. The first module is basically a 4K sensor. I'm not entirely sure what the size of the sensor is on it, but it shoots 4K and is more akin to an action cam, which is going to be something similar to a GoPro Hero8 Black or an Osmo Action. But the third one, the third sensor option, is amazingly interesting, and this one is something that has been jointly kind of built with their Leica. And that is a 1-inch sensor which is capable of shooting at 5.3K, and I believe it's something like f3.2, which, although isn't the fastest kind of glass in the world, it still isn't shoddy either. Now bear in mind, that can all be put together in the tiniest of systems and have a 5.3K, you know, shooting ability with a 1-inch sensor. Now here's my dilemma. I have both of these cameras already, the GoPro Hero8 Black and the Osmo Action, and it would be very fair to say I am still not 100% happy with either of them with what I've bought them for, which is to do, you know, filming things and also getting good dialogue. I'm gonna say, actually not good dialogue, great dialogue. There's no point in doing it if it's not going to be the best thing you can get hold of, basically. And at the moment, it's a bit of a push with either of these to do that, because whilst the audio with the external 3.5mm adapter for the Hero 8 is great when you pair it up with a really good mic, and there's no doubt about that, the camera itself is really lacking. Now, on this side here with the Action, its audio is still, the jury's still out on this one for me. They've gotten better with it, and I tell you what I would say about DJI, they are trying, and they do kind of try and get in there with firmware updates. Not that I'm suggesting that you buy anything and accept that it gets fixed with firmware updates, but seeing the stuff needed fixing, DJI are definitely trying with this one. On the picture side, I'd be more happy with the picture out of this than what I am with that, just due to the fact that this doesn't crash on me when I'm filming. But nonetheless, this also has problems. Now, this video isn't about slagging off DJI or GoPro. I've just used these as the examples of, you know, why maybe you don't jump in feet first, because let's face it, I've spent a fair bit of money on all the bits and pieces for these things, and they still don't do exactly what I expected them to do. And it's not like my expectations were any different than anyone else's, because there's a ton of other people out there whose expectations are not quite being hit either with either of these systems. So, on that basis, do you go then and jump in feet first again with a camera manufacturer who is not known for making certain types of cameras? Again, I'm not trying to question anything up front here. I'm trying to be realistic, because let's face it, this camera here has got an 8 on it. Now, GoPro have actually made more than 8 cameras. You would think that by the time they got to this one, they would know everything that they needed to know to make that work from the get-go, and they still can't do it. DJI, they've had a lot of experience with cameras, you know what I mean? Maybe not action cams and stuff, but definitely the camera technology. That wasn't working correctly when it first come out either. So I'm not pouring scorn on the Insta thing, not unnecessarily. I'm just being cautious, because if these two manufacturers can't get it right from the get-go, you know, I think it is wise to maybe, you know, second guess a little bit and not over expect somebody else to get it right who's not really known for it. Anyway, so there's the bottom line. I want to use one of these cameras, or sorry, I need a camera which is going to be like, you know, yay big, great audio, or the ability to put a small mic on which has got great audio, go out there, shoot high-res video which is nicely stabilized, picture looks good, but really, really good audio as well. That's all I'm looking for. Now, does anyone believe that or a variation of this Insta system is going to be able to do that? Because they do have an external interface for it as well to put a microphone in. The internal mics, I'm going to hazard a guess, are going to be Omni, so they're not going to be particularly good for doing proper dialogue work, because you really do need a forward facing cardioid mic in order to be able to pick up from the direction that the camera's pointing at. So whether that's you vlogging or you pointing at someone else and getting their dialogue, that's basically what you've got to do. So bottom line, do people think that these Insta systems or a variation of it will be able to do that from the get-go? And should people be jumping in feet first? If that's what they're expecting to do, should they jump in feet first to get one of these camera systems, or should they wait for a while? Anyways, I think I'll leave it at that, and hopefully people will have their comments to put into this one in the comments section, or their thoughts on it, and maybe even bring up stuff that I haven't even kind of thought of here, because right now I could really do with buying a camera system I'm mega happy with. The thing is, this is the only camera that I've bought since my AX100 that I'm on right now. This is the only camera system that I've bought that I can genuinely say, this is a keeper. This is an absolutely amazing camera. Yes, it had a couple of little niggles and stuff at the beginning, but for what this camera can do and for the things that you would want to use it for, this is awesome. So this is an Osmo Pocket, and they're amazing. I want to get the equivalent of the joy and happiness that I get with that camera, specifically for some action cam looking type camera that I can record dialogue properly on. Anyways, yeah, I think I've laid it all out there, so if anyone can help me with this question, please add something into the comments for this video. Anyways, I'm David Harry, thank you very much for watching this video, take care and goodbye now.